Hello world, Shelly here, and today we are going to do a full face of elf. Yes, I went to Target inside Target for the first time in 14 months yesterday. And it was amazing. It was bliss. It was fantastic. And what did I do first? Of course, made a beeline for the beauty section. And there was lots and lots and lots of elf, so I just decided we haven't had a full face of elf in a while. I haven't done much in terms of trying out some of their new stuff, so I wanted to try some of their new stuff, and I picked up some new stuff. So some of this is going to be brand new to me. Some of this is like ride or dies that I've been using on this channel forever and a day, and we're also going to give the Camo CC cream another day in court, because I didn't have a very good go with it the first time around. So let's just dive into this. Let's start with some prep. So this is new to me, the Elf Enhancing Lash and Brow Serum. I am a big fan of lash and brow serums. I'm gonna make a mess is what I'm gonna do. It looks like a brush applicator. And my goal here is to find out if we can wear this underneath our makeup. Can we wear this with mascara? Can we wear this with our brow products? We will find out. So I am just going to put some on now so that by the time we get to the point where it is time to put on mascara and such, we'll be ready. Sound like a plan? Usually I prefer the mascara style wands, but this brush did not pick up too much product. My problem with brushes is that they sometimes have so much product that it like drips into your eyes, and that's not good. So this one did not drip. No dripping, not too much product. Everything seems good. We are also going to prep our lips like me and the cat's lips. This is from the Skin Hit line, which is their hemp-derived line. This is the Calm Balm lip balm, and it's new to me. Let's try. I figure by the time we get to lips, we'll be good to go. These they're so dry. They're so dry, you guys. Ooh, smooth. Love it. I don't like waxy balms. I like an oily balm, one that feels like a lip oil. Bravo. Feels like a lip oil. If you can hear Ziva trying to get in here. I closed the door. She's pawing at it. Nope, she is not coming in. She's been bad, bad, bad all day. This one is one of my ride or dies. It is the Illuminating Eye Cream, and the only days I don't use this under my eyes are the days I forget. And I keep this at my vanity, so I actually use this in addition to my skincare. So I do my skincare in the morning, and then have my tea, do my email, whatever. When I finally get to my vanity after all my skincare has sunk in 15, 20, 30 minutes later, then I put this on as the first step to my under eye makeup routine. So this is in addition to my skincare, though if you're not as dry under the eyes as I am, you might use this in your actual skincare as your only under eye cream, but I use it in addition to my under eye cream. I also have the Happy Hydration cream from that kit, so we're just going to pop a little bit of extra moisture onto this mug because you guys know how dry I am. Phenomenally dry. One thing I do with my moisturizers is I take them through my brows upwards, and that's how I've been training my brows to go up for the past year or so, and it's finally paying off. They're finally going the way I want them to go, which is lovely. So that she is getting vicious at the door. Vicious, vicious. I've got it blocked. There's no doorknob on the door yet, so I have to block the door with things. Anyway. All right. In terms of primer, I've got two. Now, this is a ride or die of mine, the Poreless Putty Primer, but I'm not going to go for a super heavy application because one of the things people had suggested is that maybe I had applied the CC cream too heavily in my review. So I don't think I'm going to wear the putty primer, but I did do a review where I put this directly side by side against the Tatcha, and this holds its own, you guys. It's a wonderful primer. But I'm mentioning it because I want to show you they have a new brush for applying the putty primer. Wait for it. Are you ready for this? Check this out. Okay, so it's a brush. You know, la-di-da, it's a brush. And it's dense, which is good. That's what you want for something like the primer that's a little bit thick. So you've got this dense brush, but do you see what's happening on the other side? Do you see it, guys? Do you see it? Do you see this? It's a paddle. It's a paddle to scoop your putty primer out. I will say, the guitar pick trick is brilliant, and that's what I've been doing all this time to get my primer out of here. But it's a paddle built into the brush. Genius. Genius. I'm not going to use the putty primer today, but I bought the brush because, yes, that's brilliant. So excited. I had so much fun at Target, you guys. It was obnoxious. It was out of control. Yay, science! I'm so happy. Okay. Whew, calm the heck down. Let's do the primer that I am going to use, also in the Skin Hit kit. This is the Puff Puff primer. Hemp-derived, lovely primer. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been to 58 Dave Matthews Band shows. But do we have to call everything as if we're all just smoking pot all the time? Does it all have to be named that way? Ooh, this is a nice consistency. It's got that little, you know how I like a grippy primer. It's got a little bit of grip to it. It's a little thicker than a typical primer, which I feel like is really helping. Yeah, this is filling some stuff in. Let's see how it does on my Meredith Grey wrinkle. Uh-huh, all right. I see you, primer. Let's get some on the schnoz. Fill in all these pores. This is nice. This is nice. This is smoothing like crazy, you guys. Let's get some on this upper lip. When I find a primer that I think is nice and smoothing, I'm very intentional about putting it into the places I need smoothing. Oh, let's just get this whole forehead, the whole thing. All those micro wrinkles that like to drive me insane. This isn't, I like this. I like this texture. It's just got that little bit of grip to it. It feels substantial. I don't smell anything, which is good. I don't want to smell anything. Yeah, okay. I like this. This is nice. Now, let's try the Camel cream. So this is the Camel CC cream. If you saw my original review, it bombed big time. It was bad. Did not work well for me. I also picked up the All the Feels facial oil. Again, part of that Skin Hit kit. And it's kind of fun to say. So I think I'm going to put a couple drops of this into the CC cream. I also want to show you, I picked up their Face Duo sponges. And it comes in a 2-pack. 2-pack, 2-pack. What am I talking about? This is dry, and it can be used wet or dry. This is dry size. This is dampened. And I'll show you the difference between them. That's substantial. So we're going to use the damp one. I'm going to take my CC cream, pull some out on the palette. We're going to go for a light-ish application. Let's get a drop of the oil. First, I want to see if it smells like anything. I don't think so. I smell nothing. I don't have a very sensitive nose, but I know a lot of you are concerned not only about things that have a strong scent to them, but added fragrance ingredients as well. So I try to figure that out when I can. All right, let's do 1 drop, because this is a pretty good sized dropper. And let's do 2 drops, because I feel like that wasn't as much. I have more product on here than I thought I did. All right, I'm just gonna mix it up with my finger. And get our sponge. And I'm gonna try. You know I'm a coverage girl, so light coverage in me, I almost don't know how. Like, I just don't know how. All right, let's start there and pounce this in. the packaging of the CC cream definitely reminds me of the It Cosmetics CC cream, and that one wears really well on me, but I never ever have a shade match. Their most recent release was the first time I ever had an almost good match. This is much nicer with some oil in it, you guys. I'm alright with this. I'm getting a little bit of pilling, which could be the fact that I've put on moisturizer and all that all at one time, but it seems to be settling down. This is a nice finish. Hold on, let me zoom in on the 10x. I know you can't see the zoom in right now, but I just want to make sure that what I'm seeing is accurate. Yeah, if I get what's stuck in my Elvis hairs out of the way. Alright, alright. And I did not use all that product. There's a lot of product left on there. I am going to take this as concealer. Should I? Should I do it? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I think I have e.l.f. concealer. I didn't get it out. Let me find it. I'll be right back. Alright, e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Peach. Every time I try to just use my foundation as concealer, it almost always is a giant fail. So, you know, the urge is always there because you want as few steps as possible. But I always have to tell myself, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. This concealer is nice. Truth be told, I kind of like the regular one, Camo, better than the hydrating. But I keep them both in my everyday drawer because they're buildable. As you see, I'm feeling kind of purple today, so we're gonna build this up a little bit. Ah, sleep. Who needs sleep, right? We have concealer. Dun dun dun, dun. e.l.f. Camo to save the day. I am punchy, you guys. A lot of caffeine has happened today. Alright, we got the base on. What's next? What should we do next? Okay, there's a cream stick, I guess you would say. This is the monochromatic multi-stick. And this is new to me, and I think we're going to use it as blush. Now, I do also have the Halo Glow setting powder, but I want to put the cream product on first. So I think I'm going to do fingertip. What I want in a cream product like this is easy application, buildable, not gonna make me look strange and not gonna move my foundation around. I want a nice flush. I want it quick and easy. That was pretty quick and easy. Generally, I don't build these up a lot because I don't like a lot of blush. So this is about as much as I want, and I like it. This one's going well. Now, as a multi-stick, I think the whole idea is that you could use this for lip, you could use it for blush, you could kind of multi-purpose it. I usually only use these as complexion. I usually don't mix something I use on my lip with something I use on my face. And that's just I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna be better that way. I don't want to mix germs. This is pretty shade. What color did I get? Let me say, e.l.f. is getting much better at putting their names on the products and putting the shades on the products. This is Dazzling Peony. I'm going to do a little bit more because it's actually really pretty. I like that shade. And that was as easy as pie to apply. And I'm a poet and didn't know it. I probably normally wouldn't do setting powder today, but I really want to try this. I bought it a while ago. I might have used it in one video because I do have it open and it's in my area where I keep stuff I've already tried, but I don't remember trying it. I don't think I tried it because it still looks like it's sealed to me. All right. I'm going to try to boop in here just lightly. Tap. I'm going to do my perimeter and my cheeks because that is where I'm going to apply powder. Usually I go in then and just take what's left on my nose and my chin and my T-zone, just because my hope is that things will set down and not move around. That's a pretty powder. This is looking pretty smooth. This is the textured side of my face, you guys. Let's do... Okay. You guys know I absolutely love the primer infused blushes. Always... This one's always punchy. What's my other favorite? Always Rosy, I think. Is that what it's called? I think it's Always Rosy. Yes, doggone it, cannot read. Yes, it's Always Rosy. These are my two favorites. Rosy, punchy. Love. Love them both. But we did the cream blush today. But you know what I just found at Target? They make a bronzer in the primer-infused formula. That makes me very, very excited. So, that's what we're going to use. Here we go. In terms of shade. And... kind of bronze tour a little bit. Usually I do my bronzer before I do my blush, but you know, I'm going out of order due to the fact that that was a cream product. I like that this is not too orangey. I wish it was a little more red toned, but I understand that I am in the minority of that preference. When you're super fair skinned and you get sun, which is what this is supposed to be emulating, you know, you get the high points of your face and the areas where sun would hit your face, you tend to turn red and not bronze. So a red undertoned bronzer is generally most natural looking on really fair skin if your skin doesn't tan. I don't tan. I burn, I turn red, I peel, and I'm back to being pale. I haven't burned like that in a very long time because I've been avoiding the sun and wearing sunscreen for quite some time now. But that's a nice tone. You think? Not too orange, not too bronzy. I like this. The primer infused formula, at least in the blushes, and I'm guessing it's going to be the same for this, super long wearing. It's if it's primer infused. Like, it really does last, and it stays put, and it looks great at the end of the night, which is something I absolutely adore about it, because you can set it and forget it. As in, apply it and forget it. It's just very reliable. It works very well. So that made me happy to find that. Now, I'm sorry, I don't think you can get this one anymore. This was from last summer, I think. This is my favorite highlight that they have ever put out, ever in my whole life. It's one of those, like, sheer glitter hints. And if you don't like a glittery highlight, then, of course, you're not going to like this. But done properly, I like them. Because, that's just glowy. It's just glowy and lovely. And I just always want more. Because it's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, it's beautiful highlight. Make something like this permanent, Elf. Please. Please, 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 please. I'll love you forever. I'm gonna love you forever anyway. Okay. Now for eyes, I'm actually going to keep it super simple. I'm going to use my bronzer in the crease of my eye. We need primer first. Putty primer. And, okay, my only complaint with these putty primers is they dry out so fast on me. I like the shade Rose. It is the most similar to the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, which is what I also prefer. But they do have a more yellow toned version, so if you are a MAC Paint Pot in soft ochre kind of a person, more of that yellow or warm undertone, they do have, Elf has one in that shade as well. They actually also have a white one there's several shades of this, so you can definitely find one that's going to suit your skin tone or your preference or your purpose. Like a white base would be really good under some bold, colorful eye looks. So if you're gonna get out something bright. But these pots do dry out pretty quickly, and I've not yet had any success like mixing oil into them or anything. So that is my one bit of sadness when it comes to these. I should put the cap on correctly. That would probably help it to last longer. So keep your caps screwed on as tight as you can to get as long of a life out of it as you can. But I've never panned one because they dry out before I get that far. They're beautiful though. They work really well in terms of keeping your eyeshadow in place. So I'm going to get my Wayne Goss number 3 and the bronzer. And we're going to start with the bronzer in the crease. And kind of go to town with it. Because I'm going to also use one of their glitter shadows. Their glitter eyeshadows are lovely. I have used them before on this channel. I have several. But I'm just going to kind of give myself a really good wash. Ziva's back. She must have got bored for a while, and now she's back. And just get a good wash of color going. This is the glitter shadow. This one is in the shade Flirty Birdie. This is kind of my old go-to, and now I'm getting back into it again, where you just kind of bronzer in the crease and then use a glitter shadow all over the lid and call it a day. And it's super fast and super easy, and it still looks super pretty, but it takes hardly any time at all. So you can really do this as a quick out the door kind of a look. It always looks nicely put together. It looks like it took a lot longer than it actually did. And these glitter shadows are very pretty. And you can, if you want something that's not a sheer wash of color, if you want more glitter, you can build them up. Give them a couple minutes in between. Not even a couple minutes. Give me, 60, 90 seconds in between layers. Let each layer dry down. Which is, by the time you finish one eye, you can probably go back to the other eye, let it dry, and then build the next layer on top of it. It works wonderfully. You can get a very dramatic glitter effect if that's what you're going for. I'm going to stop here. We don't want super drama today. We're just keeping it chill. Okay, mascara. This is the new Lash It Loud mascara. Before I go in with that, I'm going to curl these puppies because I have horribly uncooperative lashes. They literally just like stick out from my eye. They don't curl at all. I have to force them. And even when I force them, they still don't really cooperate very much. What are you going to do? You do what you can, and that's all you can do. And I got gunk under my eye. Thank you. Thank you, eyelash curler. All right, let's check out this brush. A little bit pokey. Plastic brush, it feels like. Let's see what happens. Remember, I've got the lash serum on, so hopefully it's not going to interfere, because in a perfect world, if I could put it on in the morning before my makeup, that would be amazing. This is going well. This gives nice separation. Little bit of length. It's kind of the spiky lash look, which is actually going to work well for this particular makeup look. That's kind of what I go for my everyday. All right, there's one coat. I'm okay with this. Let's do 2 coats and just compare it to the eye that has nothing. Two coats. I like it. I think the last thing I've got is the Sheer Slick. What shade is this? Jammer Jelly? Jam or Jamor? Jam or Jelly? Jam or Jelly. Wow. Okay, I get it now. Slow. I'm just a little bit slow. That lip oil balm sunk into my lips nicely. Let's see how this plays over it. Way more color than I expected. I was expecting sheer. Feels lovely. Very pink. Which is fine. Just wasn't what I was expecting. I thought it would be lighter. I thought it would be sheer slick. Again, feels like not like a lip gloss, not sticky. Sheer. It kind of feels like that lip balm, like that lip oil kind of sensation, but with a lot of color to it. That's a lot of color. All right, the last step. I've got the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. Apparently this is the same product in a new bottle, a new style of bottle. Let's see how this mister goes. Oh, that's a nice mister. Couple bigger drops I feel hitting my face, but very fine mist. Acceptable mister. It always feels so nice. I have a little fan somewhere here, if I could reach it. Oh, it always feels so good when it's warm out. That's nice. That's nice. Let's get the finished look going here, you guys. What do you think? I didn't do anything to my brows. I don't have any e.l.f. brow product, so I'm just gonna brush these puppies up, because I do still have the moisturizer that I kind of ran through there. Alright. Finished look. What do you think? Happy. Happy. Better screw the top back on this puppy before I knock him over and spill everything. The e.l.f. Camo CC, definitely the way to go, at least on my dry skin, is to add a couple drops of oil to it. It worked out much better as a lightly applied product as opposed to going for coverage. So that is an update on that. I'm so happy. I love it all. I've been a fan of e.l.f. for quite some time. You know that the ultimate, this one's dirty, I'm sorry, but the ultimate blending brush, I've got a dozen of them. Easily have a dozen of them. The last time I washed my brushes, I actually finally threw a couple away that were getting a little loose in the barrel, but I've had them for years and they're so reasonably priced. They're my favorite foundation brush and they're $6. Like, how do you beat that? How do you beat that? Granted, you will have to, over my dead body, take my Wayne Goss number 3 away. How many e.l.f. Ultimate Blending brushes can I get for the price of one Wayne Goss? Quite a few. But, hey, I go for performance. I don't care how much it costs. If it's $6 or if it's many, many more. Best foundation brush of life. If you're not using the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending brush, you need to, because it's fantastic. Love the blush stick. Love, love, love. The balm's great. The mascara's, like it. Very nice, very nice. Liking the Skin Hit line, the products in the Skin Hit line. There's nothing here I don't like. I'm very, very pleased. So happy there's a bronzer in this product line now, because I love the primer infused. Love. I'm just happy. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. Everything's beautiful. This powder's nice. I'm gonna keep trying this out because I think I got a new powder that I like. I'm pleased. There you have it. Full face of e.l.f. If If you like these sort of full face one brand kind of videos, give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments what brand you would like me to try out next. You guys recommended number 7. I need to pick up some more of their makeup. We'll do a full face of number 7. Do you want to see that? Let me know. Let me know what else you would like to see. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.